of arranging this panel discussion is basically to help you make your choices better, to understand about the branch prospects, and also to know about how you can go about in choosing your engineering branch options. Okay, so I think you will make effective utilization of this opportunity that is being created, and hope that we will make some. We'll try to give some inputs to you from our end also, whatever is possible. So welcome all of you, first of all, to this panel discussion, and as well as the event wherein we are trying to reach out to you and interact with you and help you out in choosing your engineering branches. Okay. So let me welcome the head of the departments one by one. So first, I would like to welcome the head of the Department of Civil Engineering, Dr. Malika ma'am. Ma'am, please come on to the stage. So Dr. Malika ma'am is the head of the Department of Civil Engineering. Next, we have Department of EEE, Electrical and Electronics, headed by Dr. Poonam Upadhyay ma'am. Next, we have the head of the Department of Mechanical Engineering, Dr. Satyanarayan garu. Next, we have the head of the Department of ECE, Dr. Rajendra Prasad sir. Next, we have head of the Department of CSE, Dr. Nagini ma'am. Next, we have head of the Department of EIE, Dr. Manjula Shri ma'am. Head of the Department of IT, Dr. Srinivas sir. Head of the Department of Automobile Engineering, Dr. Srinivas garu. Head of the Department of Data Science, Rajshekar sir. Head of the Department of AML, Dr. Sandhya ma'am. Please be seated. So let me first excite you all by talking about a branch which many of you want to take out. I don't know why the craziness is surrounded by the students as well as the parents. So let us start CSE branch. So the demand for CSE seems to die down in spite of we see that there's a lot of on and off in the job market. So still we see that there's a high demand for CSE branch. So first let me ask Nagni ma'am. So Nagni ma'am, in this context, I would like to know, so what should a student looking for CSE basically be aware of to grab a good job offer and survive in this job market? And also, what are the various companies they can look up to wherein they can crack some high packages? I would like to hear from you.
Yeah, good morning and a warm welcome to all the parents here and the students who are really looking for whatever desired branch you are looking for. I wish you will be getting the option of what you choose. About the CSA department, being strong in the fundamentals is what will definitely fetch a nice job for you. So people are just like that, going ahead and coming into the final year without any lot of effort from the beginning. It's going to go down the drain. But if the efforts are put up equally from the beginning, with all the basic fundamentals and all the trainings we offer across semesters, we ensure that by the end of the second year, the student is almost well equipped with what an industry is required. And that's how many of our students have been getting a good amount through internships. We had 1 lakh internships starting from second year. So this only depends on how you're going to capture the fundamentals and how you're going to take up the trainings that we offered in terms of full stack development, MERN stack development, and all, which we ensure it is covered by the second year. And that's how you can look for your dream industry and take up it seriously and attend those interviews to fetch the internships. And all such internships are being further converted into a full-time employment. So many of the companies, employers, that are giving us a feedback that our students are doing better than compared to many other students because the fundamentals are very, very strong. So I request all the students who are going and joining any of the branch, if you have a grip on all what is being taught, the fundamentals and everything, if you have a good grip on them, then dream job, wherever the industry is there, you will get it into that. What are the companies, ma'am, that you're looking? We have got, many of our students got internships in JPMC, Amazon, Google. No, and apart from this, we have ServiceNow, which also offers internships. We have MuleSoft. We have other companies like Oracle and all these, which are giving a good amount of stipend and recruiting students at this end of second year. So other than this, we also have Salesforce, many other companies which are coming in and ensuring that they start training the students from the second year and pick up the students directly from third year. And they start giving a lot of training from there and they pick up as an employment. So this is from my side. I think I addressed your point, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for telling us about how they can go about with the job and how can they upgrade their skills and all these things. So next, I would like to go to TRIPLE, Electrical and Electronics Engineering. So electrical engineers are basically been with the forefront of some of the greatest technological advancements which we have seen. So in this context, I would like to ask Poonam Madam. So with the job market and the technology changing very quickly, so what are the prospects of for an electrical engineer, and how can students from electrical engineering branch diversify by upgrading their skill set? Ma'am, I would like to hear from you.
Good morning, all. Myself, Poonam Upadhyay. Coming to the branch Electrical and Electronics Engineering, as everybody know that it is the father of engineering, like all circuit branches. Like electrical engineering is the father of all circuit branches. So coming to the branch Electrical and Electronics Engineering, the diversified prospects are available for the student. And coming to the missions of whether you take the United Nations or you take our country, like Atmanirbhar Bharat. So how the trends are coming, electric vehicle, renewable energy, renewable energy will be the future, right? And everybody is moving towards the renewable energy. Independent houses also, now you can see like countries like Japan and other countries, they are going as a standalone model. So a lot of prospects are available for student of electrical and electronics engineering to design the system for renewable energy and electric vehicle, which will be future, and batteries required for that. Lot of opportunities are there to go for the power electronics and the areas like embedded system or VLSI design. Diversified career is available. Like electrical engineering students are now hired by companies like Oracle because the complete grids are going to be automated, going to be smart, right? So where electrical engineering domain area will be required. So those are the prospects which electrical engineering student can find. Lot of opportunities are there, diversified into various engineering domain area. It can be electronics, it can be instrumentation, it can be computer science. So that type of prospects are available. Lot of opportunities are there to take up in the open elective courses and professional elective courses to move in that line. The basic fundamentals, what is required for all these branches will never change. So that will continue. And the student mindset, when they come to the second year, they understand like where their interest is going ahead. So according to their interest, they can proceed, they can go into the electronics engineering domain area, instrumentation engineering domain area. They can go to the computer science domain area. So those opportunities are available in all branches. So as I said, like as trend is changing, the next future will be renewable energy systems and electric vehicle. Student can see and fulfill the mission of Atmanirbhar Bharat and make the country proud. So students, future students, I will suggest like they should see what are the sustainable goals by United Nations. 17 sustainable goals are there. Out of that, there is one goal which is there, that is energy for all. So energy for all, food for all. So various things are there. According to that, they should select their branch and fulfill their dreams. The opportunities, the selection, what they have, they should see like where their interest lying, what they can do, right? And where are the opportunities to explore them more. So that way they should explain, they should choose. And I definitely emphasize again, like electrical and electronics engineering is one of the best choice for them. As I told, like it is the oldest branch, and it is like father of all the circuit branches. So thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for those insights about electrical engineering, electrical and electronics engineering. So any further queries, we'll take it up at the end of the session also. So next I would like to talk about data science branch. So daily I see that my Gmail is prompting me, you are out of data storage. And there is a lot of data pouring in from various fronts and a lot of concerns about data security also. So in this context, sir, I would like to know, how does a branch like CSE, computer science with cybersecurity, computer science with data science, and artificial intelligence and data science. So these three branches, any student who is doing this BTech in these three branches, how are the job opportunities? What are the avenues of job opportunities that we can be provided by taking up these branches, sir? And also I would like to know, what are the courses, any particular skill set that the companies are looking at, which they can master during their part of the course?
Good morning, all of you. In our department, we have three programs. First one is cyber security, second one is data science, third one is artificial intelligence and data science. Yes, it's true, madam. What we have to, there are so many security concerns, how to handle those things. First, there are different ways to deal those things, deleting unnecessary emails and emptying and trash and spam folders, updating your Gmail for more memory, archiving empty emails. There are different ways of storing large files in Google Drive. There are different ways to deal those excessive amount of data. Regarding techniques, especially in the case of data science, one must need techniques related to it based on mathematics, linear algebra, and optimization techniques. One must have one must have coding skills, especially Python or programming language. Job roles, there is something like a data scientist, data architect, data science engineer related to cyber security engineer, cyber forensic analyst, cyber security manager. There are, related to these courses, we are offering different value-added courses. In our department, there are many faculty who are already trained in subjects related to data science, cyber security, and artificial intelligence from prestigious universities and institutes. Even if you go through national education policy documentation, there is NASCAM clearly says that these are the futuristic skills: cyber security, data science, and artificial intelligence. These are the futuristic skills. If you have proper knowledge, if you have proper depth, sky is the limit. Thank you all of you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for those insights about the branches of data science, AID, and CSC, that is cybersecurity. Sir is heading the department, which comprises of these three branches together. So next, we would like to. Yeah, we have introduced when we have called them on stage. I think you have been late. So he's Rajshekhar sir, Dr. Rajshekhar sir, heading the department of CSC Data Science, CSC Cybersecurity and Artificial Intelligence and Data Science. So next I would like to talk about EIE department, Electronics and Instrumentation Engineering. So electronics and instrumentation engineering have a bright future ahead of them as they are needed by almost all the industries in various kinds of roles. Now, I would like to hear from Manjula Shri ma'am. Ma'am, can you share what are the various job roles that an EIE engineer can expect once they graduate? And does the knowledge of evolving technologies have any role in improving the job prospects related?
Very good morning, everyone. I am Dr. Manjula, heading the Department of Electronics and Instrumentation Engineering. As the branch itself, Electronics and Instrumentation Engineering is a multidisciplinary branch. So they are studying electronics and instrumentation, and based on the current trends, they are also studying all the employability skills that provide jobs in IT sector, the core engineering, the PSUs, and also into the R&D. So the students will be having almost the knowledge of electronics equal to that of EC and EEE students. That's about 80%. And the 20% of the content is instrumentation, which makes them diversified and to be suitable for any industry. And the job opportunities will be into PSUs, core industries, IT sector, and they can also work into R&D organizations. So the roles that they can handle are in PSUs, they'll be offered in DRDO, ISRO, NPTEL and all as engineers. And in IT sector, they'll be offered as system engineers, SDEs, and developers also, software developers also. And coming to the R&D, they will be assigned as scientists, trainees, research trainees, and so on. And coming to the offers they have got, our students have grabbed or with the highest package of 45 lakhs in Amazon, and also with 18 lakhs, 16 lakhs packages in various IT industries, and also in core industries like analog devices with 18 lakh packages, Dr. Radio Laboratories. They have grabbed the opportunities in GE. Our students, alumni are working in ISRO and DRDO as scientists. So these are the few roles that they are handling. And it's like, because it is multidisciplinary, they are open to all. Like for any job, if their interest is towards core, or if they are interested to go get into IT sector. So there are, the curriculum has been so designed that they can get into the tracks of these domains and they can choose well in advance. Right from second year, we'll be providing the trainings in the respective domains, and so they can choose their career and can strengthen their knowledge in that domain. So
Thank you.
Yeah,
thank you.
I have answered. And the
Yes.
latest emerging technologies also, they are applying into core applications like IoT, Internet of Things is there, where they'll be using the basic sensors in order to get the information. And also they'll be applying the ML and AL techniques in order to analyze various parameters in the industry as well as research.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for talking about electronics and instrumentation engineering. And I think ma'am has cited the amount of pay packages also which they can get by taking a branch like electronics and instrumentation engineering. So next I would like to talk about the branch IT, information and technology. So the branch where similarity and differences with respect to CSE are always contended by the parents and the students. So I would just like to know from you, sir, so how the IT students can keep themselves abreast with the evolving technologies. And I would also like to know whether there will be any kind of pay disparity when you talk about IT and CSE branches.
Good morning to you all. P. Srinivasrao, heading the Department of Information Technology. based on industry needs as well as societal needs. The curriculum and the value-added courses will be prepared with respect to any department. Based on these two parameters, the course structure and additional inputs required will be provided through value-added courses. So, what industry is waiting for, what sort of skills industry is expecting from the students, and they will get the projects based on the societal needs. These two parameters are the reference parameters to prepare the courses and the syllabus for the courses. This is very common ground reality with respect to every department. We can be compete with the NITs, IITs when we are able to give the more backgrounds, fundamentals. The fundamentals is just like a pillars of the any building. Once it is strong, the number of floors what you want to increase is immaterial, right? So the giving the fundamentals with respect to the domain, with respect to the course, which will be the part of their professional career, irrespective of the designation. So as season changes, we will select the sort of the dress required. With respect to the IT industry, it is just like it is the process of identifying what technologies to be prepared to need and to fulfill and to be ready for the development of the projects happening in MNCs and societal aspects. So it will be like the frequent change happening in the IT sector with respect to the need of the same quotation. The students need to be prepared. For all of them, the very common parameter is how strong are you are in the fundamentals. Once it is ready with that, learning the new technologies, new courses, or meeting the industry needs is not a matter. It is just like a plus 10 or 20%. But 80% foundations will comes from the first semester, first year to the third semester, second year. These are the very important period where they are going to be learn the life skills, the lifelong skills required. After that, they can learn based on what industry needs. The industry needs changes happens very frequently with respect to the IT domain I'm talking about. So if you've gone through the current affairs of that, they're telling about ChatGPT is a great product, it is a system. After some time, they're telling about it is very dangerous and it is going to be replace the employees. But once you are ready for the 360 angle, the around development, no need to worry about the jobs. You will not look for the job. You will be the job creator once you are strong enough in the technologies required and for which the society is waiting. And Amazon, CHEP, JPMC, Oracle are the companies which are coming for all CSE allied branches. Equivalent to us, our people are participating and were able to get the opportunities in terms of internships as well as full-time employability. Hope that answered the context with respect to IT department. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for this clarification on the particular aspect. So next, I would like to go to mechanical engineering department. So with the introduction of exciting courses like AML as elective courses as well as minor programs in the mechanical engineering. So how do you think the students can find a better place, or how can mechanical engineers make this world a better place? Because mechanical engineers are involved in almost each and every product that you are using, anything. So in that context, what are the job opportunities that the students can get leveraging these opportunities that are being provided with respect to the evolving technologies?
Thank you, madam. I'm Dr. Sachinana, heading the mechanical engineering department. So I think today is a Saturday, all exams are over. You are at the junction. So we don't want to hear to increase further confusion in your minds. It is increasing confusion minds or clarity from minds. So I'm seeing for your faces, there is a lot of confusion still. By hearing about all the courses. It's not like that. So already you have some predetermined mind. We are clarifying further to choose one course from our premier college like VNRVJIET. Okay. Anyway, so mechanical engineering is a oldest branch of engineering. So it deals with design and development of a product right from planning stage to marketing stage. Usually, mechanical engineers develop, design, develop, and manufacture and also test all sorts of devices, machines, etc. So, Madam asked not related to core question. It is related to the advanced technologies which are aligned with the mechanical engineering. What is the use of advanced technologies in mechanical engineering? So, with the induction of exciting courses like AML, artificial intelligence, and machine learning as electives and minor programs, mechanical engineers are indeed playing a vital role or a central role in making the world a better place. So here are some examples. Suppose number one example, integration of AML in mechanical engineering. So these AML algorithms can apply to optimize the designs, enhance manufacturing process, improve energy efficiency, and develop smart systems for automation, predictive maintenance in mechanical engineering. That is the first example and best example. So in leveraging these technologies, mechanical engineers can make significant contributions to sustainability, efficiency, and innovation. So for example, AI can be used for developing new material with enhanced properties, and also for developing a new manufacturing process that require less amount of resources. So next example, interdisciplinary collaboration. So interdisciplinary collaboration, the induction of AML courses in mechanical engineers allows engineers to collaborate with professionals from other fields such as computer science and data science, etc. These interdisciplinary approaches fosters innovation and enables the development of cutting-edge technologies. Mechanical engineers can work with experts in AML to create advanced robotics, autonomous systems, and intelligent manufacturing systems. And the third example, addressing or solving complex problems. In mechanical engineering, there are so many complex problems. So where solutions are not available or we cannot solve those problems analytically. In those situations, the techniques like AML are very useful to analyze the data, make predictions, and optimize complex systems. So this empowers mechanical engineers to find innovative solutions to global issues like climate change, renewable energy, sustainable transportation, and health technology. And another example, improving safety and reliability. Nowadays, safety is utmost important. So predictive maintenance. We want to find the solutions to know the accidents or predictive maintenance well before its failure. In such cases, that these AML techniques are very useful in industries to prevent accidents even then. So not only for that, even these techniques in mechanical engineers are also useful to create new products and services. For example, development of self-driving cars or to create new medical diagnostic tools. So these are one of the area where we can find these technologies in mechanical engineering. And in students' perspective, the professional development. If mechanical engineers have knowledge on these techniques, then the scope for employment is further increases. So by pursuing electives and minor programs in AML, mechanical engineering students can gain expertise in emerging fields, making them more attractive to employers. Companies across various sectors, including automotive, aerospace, energy, and manufacturing, seek professionals a strong foundation in both mechanical engineering as well as principles like AML techniques. And another example, research and development. So one of the main advantages to join your students or your kids in our institution is we are engaged the students in live projects. That means in live research projects. So in those projects, these techniques are required. So while carrying out their project work, they automatically learn and expose to these technologies. So this will further enhance their job offers and prospects. And not only for that, lastly, networking opportunities. So if mechanical engineers learn these techniques, they will connect with professionals from various fields in like AML or other computer related fields. Lastly, in conclusion, by embracing AML courses and leveraging the opportunities they present, mechanical engineers can play a central role in making the world a better place. They can contribute to solving complex global challenges and create innovative solutions. By gaining the expertise in AML, students can increase their chances of good job offers in diverse industries that value the integration of these technologies with mechanical engineering principles. Thank you, madam.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for that elaborate explanation about mechanical branch and about how the leverage can be taken based on the evolving technologies. Thank you, sir. So next, I would like to go to the branch which is ruling the roost among the all the various domains of engineering, artificial intelligence. So we'll be talking about artificial intelligence, computer science, artificial intelligence, and machine learning, along with Internet of Things. So I'll come to Dr. Sandhya ma'am, who is the head of the department of this particular branch. Ma'am, what is the skill set that an industry expects from a student who is passing out from this particular branches, that is computer science with AML and computer science with IoT? Okay. And also, what are the various kinds of internship opportunities that a student can grab while they are studying itself? Because we would not like to talk about placements in this sense, because this is the first batch which will be going out in the next year. So in that perspective, I'm just asking Sandhya ma'am to please talk on.
Good morning, all the parents. A hearty welcome to this session, and I hope this will clarify many of your doubts that is on your minds. Right. First, I would like to talk about the skill set that is required for AIML. Programming languages like R, Python, and Java, they're very much needed to be an AI professional. You need deep understanding of data structures too. And the other skill set that is needed is mathematics, statistics, and linear algebra. A good understanding and foundations on vectors, matrices, matrix multiplication, all this is needed for your AIML. An AML professional also needs to learn NLP, natural language processing, and a few more skill sets like your reinforcement learning, computer vision, neural networks, that is deep learning. These are all the skills that an AML professional has to learn, and we ensure that he or she, the student, will learn all these courses in his third and final year. I also would like to say, when you talk about the branch computer science and engineering and computer science AML or computer science IoT, we have almost the same common courses in the first year and the second year. When you come to third year, that is where we slightly diverge from them, where we have our core subjects: artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning, computer vision. These subjects take over. But otherwise, whatever core subjects we have in CSE, they are part of our professional electives. The student is always free to choose those subjects too. Then coming to the skill set that is needed for Internet of Things. Here again, the first skill set that is needed is artificial intelligence and machine learning. AIML and IoT converge to become artificial intelligence of things. So we take the data from all the sensors, as just now EIE ma'am was telling you, and then we try to analyze using machine learning techniques. We also need Node.js development, an open source environment tool, which is collaborated with boards like Raspberry Pi and other ECE boards, or most of the boards that you keep learning. So this skill development is important. Mobile applications are also important, because most of the IoT devices are controlled through mobile apps. So we expect the students to learn mobile computing too. And the few more skills that is needed is information security, cloud computing. These are the skill sets that are expected from an IoT professional. Now, when you look at the courses with IoT, they are also on similar to your computer science and engineering. But in addition, they will be learning few IoT related courses in their third year and final year. We have articulated the courses very well with the help of EIE and ECE departments, where they are helping us mentoring our courses. We have embedded GPU, we have IoT architecture and protocol, and then embedded systems. These courses are part of their curriculum. Coming to the internships, through our placement cell itself, we have many companies who offer internships. Our students keep applying on, and there is no differentiation with any other branch, whether CSE, ECE, EIE. Everybody here is open to apply for the internships. And already 8 students from AML got selected into JP Morgan internships, who have started working last 2 days back. And then we have 6 students from IoT who have been selected into JP Morgan. We have 1 student who's been selected to Microsoft internship with a package of 1,25,000. We have 1 student from IoT who's selected into internship for Flipkart with a package of 1 lakh. We all have almost around 15 students from AML, apart from these companies who are doing internships with IIIT Hyderabad or Amazon, etc. We also have on the similar ground students working with other branches in the similar manner in IoT. Around 16 students are doing. So we have 20 students from each batch who are already into internships. And then most of the internship offers either come through the placements, or we have our own placement and internship coordinator who will keep looking into all the internship opportunities, and we keep posting them in the students group. The student has to look into the opportunities and grab them. And most of the students are doing it. Thank you. I hope I have addressed the questions.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for telling us about the details related to the branch, especially AML and IoT. Next, I would like to go to automobile engineering. So India's automotive industry is poised to become the world's third largest market by the year 2030. So in this context, I would like to know how is going to be the job market for automobile engineers? And also, I would like to hear whether girl students can take up automobile engineering without any apprehension. I would like to hear this from you, sir.
Thank you, madam. Good morning, one and all. So, small correction, madam. Already we are in 3rd position in the world. So, not 2030. So, we were in 15th position in 2009. Now, already we came to 3rd position 2022. So, one of the largest manufacturers and of the automobiles. So, here I can say 3-wheelers we are number 1 in the world. 2-wheelers we are number 2. 4-wheelers we are number 3. So already we are there, madam. And because of our Make in India policies like FAME, fast adoption and manufacturing of electric vehicles in India. So there is FAME 1, FAME 2. There are a lot of incentives for manufacturing of vehicles in India. So now if you take 20-25 years back, there were only 2 cars, either Ambassador or Fiat. Now you name a car in the world, it is there in Hyderabad. Okay. That is the growth of the industry in India. And here, one more interesting thing. So in 2000 we have 18 vehicles per 1,000 population in India. 18 vehicles, 18. So in 2023, we have only 30 vehicles in India per 1,000 population. If you take advanced countries like maybe North America or Japan, Europe, the number of vehicles per 1,000, what could be the guess? We have 30 vehicles per 1,000 right now in India. In advanced countries, there are 800 to 900 vehicles per 1,000 people. So that is the growth opportunity for India. There is a lot of potential. So from 30 to 800, you see how many times potential. That is the growth opportunity for automotive sector in India. And this nowadays car is not just simple mechanical this one. There is interdisciplinary concepts are required. Interdisciplinary concepts are required. It is not just IC engine concept. So there is a lot of concepts which are required to manufacture a modern car. So and we are teaching those things in our curriculum. So to make this here, one more interesting, this is the latest, this one taken from Society of Indian Automotive Manufacturers data. So in the worldwide, The growth rate is 24% in India, 24% from 21 to 22. Whereas other countries, China is +2, and the other countries is UK -5. Growth rate is -5. And India +24, highest growth rate in the world. So to acquire the knowledge, so we are introducing all the courses which are required. We are always in consultation with the best universities in the world in preparing the curriculum. So we have, in addition to the regular courses like vehicle dynamics and other things, we teach our students like automotive, electrical and electronics, which is very much required. And we have automotive IoT, and we have autonomous vehicle technologies, advanced driver assistance systems, ADAS. If you talk about any car, in recent days, ADAS is one of the important features. ADAS is there. We have artificial intelligence and Internet of Things in vehicles, and we have fuel cell technology, alternate fuels. So we are no more we are going to depend on these fossil fuels. We need to think of alternative fuels. So in that direction, we have alternative fuels with the conventional course. Besides that, we have fuel cell technology. So some of the already manufacturers are working on, Toyota is working on this fuel cell technology. So at any time they may come up with these cars working on fuel cell. Then recently there was an article. If this fuel cell car comes into the market, electric vehicles may also take back. So that is the stage where we are working. And we have automotive embedded systems. And we have automotive control systems. And we have 2- and 3-wheeler technologies. And we have electric vehicle charging infrastructure technologies. Nowadays, all of us are suspecting, suppose if you buy an electric car, where to charge? So there is a depth of charging infrastructure in India. So our students are also studying how to improve this electric vehicle charging infrastructure. That is one of the most demanding areas. And we have automotive noise and vibration control. So these are all the advanced courses which are designed to give the best knowledge in the field of automobile engineering to our students. So we have taken a lot of care in preparing the curriculum to deliver to our students. And one more thing is, so the students are placed, so companies like, there is an organization called Automotive Research Association of India, that is in Pune, Automotive Research Association of India, Pune. So any car to come to the market, they have to give the permission. So our students are being selected by ARRI. And there is one company, ZF. This is one of the biggest companies, German companies. Our students are being placed in ZF. And Mahindra, Hyundai, Honda. These are all the core automotive companies where our students are being placed. Besides this, also our students are placed in Deloitte, TCS, Capgemini, and other software companies. And even if you take software companies, maybe some of the parents are working in software area. So there in every software company, there is one automotive domain. Every software company, there is one automotive domain. So having automotive knowledge plus programming, definitely they have better prospects. So with this, I advise to take this automobile engineering. There's a lot of growth in India. So right now, we are in the best junction. So if you choose automotive engineering, maybe another 10 to 15 years, so definitely you'll grow to better heights. So wish you all the best.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for correcting me on that stats, whatever you have given. So I think you will be a better person to tell me about these details. So thank you, sir. Sir, I have asked you one more question. Can girl students take without any apprenticeship?
Yeah. Definitely, it is every industry is trying to have gender diversity. Gender diversity. So here, every automobile company, they are preferring girls. So here we have about 10 to 12 girls in the class out of 60. All of them are preferred compared to boys. So some of our girl students are working in Bosch, Hyundai Mobis, Mahindra and Mahindra. These companies, they are preferring girls to maintain the gender diversity. They have better opportunities, and don't think that something automobile is we have to carry a lot of weights and nothing like that. It is as good as any other job. So no hard job nowadays, and there is no gender discrimination, and all the girls are more preferred to have gender diversity in the industry. So don't think that automotive means like we have to lift the cars and you apply grease somewhere, nothing like that. This is as sophisticated as any other job. Okay. So girls students, I encourage girls students to opt for this branch because they have more opportunities compared to boys.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Yeah, as sir is talking, diversity in workforce. I think nowadays all the companies are encouraging diversity in workforce, especially girl students also. Thank you, sir. Thank you for letting us know about that. So next, I would like to talk about electronics and communication engineering. So it is very evident that nowadays electronics is part and parcel of our life, and we are unable to get out without electronics. And especially after COVID, we have witnessed that there is a lot of upward thrust for electronics job market. So how should students of EC mold themselves to stay ahead in this competitive job market? And any specific areas that you can focus on to grab good pay package also, sir?
Good morning, ma'am. So good morning to one and all. Myself, Alan Prasad. Coming to this ECE, maybe many people has one doubt. So why to choose so and so branch? Of course, in our case, ECE. One thing we can say that, or maybe have doubt in your minds, what is the future of so and so branch? So, I mean, can it sustain for a longer periods? Of course, you are joining now. Maybe 3 to 4 years you are going to complete your degree. After that, at least around 30 years you have to be in that field. Can this sustain for so and so long periods? So first I'm planning to answer that, and then we'll see job opportunities and then the skill set is required for that. First one, I think when I say electronics and communication engineering, once you finish, you become engineers, electronics and communication engineers. When someone heard of something like electronics communication, one device you come to many minds is our mobile now. Of course, nowadays there are so many jokes around that, around this mobile. But one thing sure is everyone has that mobile phone, starting from any person you taking. They have at least one mobile phone, I think. So that's an example of both electronics as well as a communication thing. You're the people witnessing the evaluation of mobile phones, how they are before 10, 20 years, now how they are. So how this evaluated or evolved. So that's one example of witness for growth of this electronics. Coming to communication, the communication points of view now, the buzzword is 5G. We witnessed 4G, even 3G, 2G also, but now is 5G. Is it going to stop it with 5G? What next? Yeah, 6G. That is in research, 6G. So some already, some countries maybe already step ahead of that in adopting this 6G also. But in our India, soon, I think already started in trials, but soon we are going to witness all of our going to use this 6G. But one thing for sure, it's not going to stop at 6, then 7, it goes like that. Then you can imagine whether this EC is going to sustain for long periods or not. Again, coming to this device point of view, how this, even when you say computer or laptop or something, is it electronic device or not? How this old days systems will look like, now how they look like. So what is the reason for this transformation? Just imagine. Now, are you going to satisfy that size? Yeah, still we expect in fake mobile, though its main purpose is to communicate, but are we using only for that purpose? It is so many things, but still have I satisfied that? What are your expectations? Still we look for some extra processing. We have to communicate. Now in earlier days, they used to use only for audio calls. Now we are using for even video calls without any lagging. Want to call some video call to some US people, still we expect that there should not be any lag, time lag. But still we want to improve so many things. So how is this all possible? Who help in doing better things in all these fields? Definitely AEC engineers. Okay. That's what another buzzword is. As automobile HODs are said, vehicles. So we know when I say vehicle, nowadays we have petrol and diesel vehicles. So another buzzword now is EV vehicles, electric vehicles. That's it. Is there any other advanced vehicle? Hydrogen, there are different types of fuels. Instead of petrol, can we go for alternative fuel kind of things? Yeah, autonomous vehicles. Autonomous. It's already being used in other countries. Soon we are going to witness those in our India also. Maybe soon. So also sorry use one word. Advanced driver assist system, ADAS. That's the main crucial part in our autonomous vehicles. So when I say some system, that autonomous system, definitely that system is related to electronics. Now you can imagine the future of this electronics engineers, electronics and communication engineers. Other buzzword, you can know smart. In addition to autonomous, smart. Because smart cities, smart homes in how almost many have witnessed that. So wherever you see that autonomous and smart, there involves some electronic device. It can able to communicate, it can able to process, it can take some decision, and it can even apply some action also. So all these devices are nothing but electronic devices. Of course, we have one more doubt like something electronics or even electronics and communication engineering or triple or EAE. They are hardware branches. Software means only CSE or IT or allied branches. In fact, we too have our own programs. Even ECE or in fact, any engineering student has to learn some programming. Programming is not only C, C++. We have our own languages. Like we'll call it as something like VHDL programming, Verilog programming, or microprocessor programming, MATLAB programming. We have so many programs. What I mean to say is, so nowadays every engineer should have some programming skills. That's nothing but your logical skills. So everybody should have that logical skills. That's what. So like EC, other person also require those skill sets. Okay. Coming to this job perspective, you know, many people mention different good companies. They are going to visit our good college VNR. So all those companies will give equal opportunities for EC students also. So those are software well-known software companies like Amazon, Google, JP Morgan, NCP. There are many companies. So they are also allows EC students. In addition, we have well-known EC companies like Intel, you know, Qualcomm. Intel known for the chips now, processor, i5 processor, i7 processor, those things. So they keep on that also evaluating now. Start from i3, i5, i6, i7, so it's going on. And now it's i10. Still it goes on. So those processors and Qualcomm, this other main company which focuses on chips. Nowadays, chip is another buzzword. It came to latest car delivery delay. The reason for this more time taken by the car delivery is maybe seen in papers. So non-availability of the chips. Nowadays, the vehicles are more autonomous. There are more, you can say, electronics part in the front panel of your car. Mainly, it is some kind of electronics part. Now they require a lot of chips, known as IC, integrated circuits. They are required. Usually, they are actually now we are importing from China or Taiwan. That's the reason recently Prime Minister Modi announced some package for encouraging establishment of different IC manufacturing companies in India. That's the reason one recently started in Gujarat. One company came forward to invest in this industry. Okay, so coming to this, that's what in addition those Intel, Qualcomm, and then AMD, and we have other companies like Synopsys and Menta Graphics. They are the core companies where we require EC students. Okay. Coming to last skill set. By the way, this package point of view, even our students got placed in this Amazon with 45 lakhs package, There are different, I think around 6 to 7 companies with package of 21 lakhs to 23 lakhs, where our students are got placed. In average package more than 6.5 lakhs, or average package of our students in latest pass out batch. And then the skill set. When I say skill set, we require some common skill sets for like other engineers. But coming to core skill set, what we look at is when they join in first year, at the end of first year, we are going to ask, we are collecting data from those students whether they are interested in software job or some core job. If they are interested in core job, whether they are interested in like a VLSI related company or embedded company or any some communication related company. So we collect that information. Accordingly, we provide some trainings for those students from starting from second year to up to third year. Our aim is by the time they complete third year, they should have some placement with them. So with that, we are providing some trainings. So with the help of our institute, because institute is known institute, so we get a chance. Or most of the important companies are good known companies. We visit our college. So our job is to make sure that we prepare our students with the skill set that required by those companies. That's our motto. When I think the institute, like this is a good institute, we get that opportunity. Okay, that's the thing. I hope I answered this question, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank
Thank
you
you
all.
for that explanation about EC and what are the job prospects related. So next, I would like to go to civil engineering department. So nowadays, recently there was a viral post telling that my first physical experience hashtag. So there are many youth who are deriving some sense of fulfillment basically by doing such kind of jobs. So in that context, I would like to ask Madam. So Madam, how does a civil engineer derive a sense of fulfillment in his job? And also, what is the role of evolving technologies right now in civil engineering department that can be leveraged to gain good job prospects?
Good morning to the parents and aspirants. Now, my job is very easy because you have listened to everyone. What are the different prospects in different circuit branches and other core branches of engineering? So you might have heard that as one of our colleagues was telling, like you all have come here with some mindset. So you just want to listen to us, which branch is going to have perspectives with regard to job or maybe higher education and so on. So I just want to answer Madam's question, like nowadays youth, they are used to sit in isolation and work with their mobiles majority of the times. Your wards also will be doing that because 2 years of their +2 education, they're all pressurized. So if you give them mobile, they'll not come out of their room. They'll be with that only. But civil engineering profession is not like that. So as Madam was telling, the physical activity, civil engineering is not doing physical activity. Majority of the perception of the parents and students is like civil engineering means standing in the sun, so working with construction labor and all. That is not civil engineering. That is very, very minute part of civil engineering. So there are lots of multi-dimensional, diversified edges in civil engineering. Majority of you might not be knowing that. Only few parents who are in that stream might be knowing. Like we have got different domains like structural engineering, water resources engineering, construction engineering, geotechnical engineering. So like that, the list is endless where other domains may not have. So majority, this is how civil engineering is going to work. So all these things you can sit like any other occupation, sit in the office and you can do your designs. You might have noticed in the field also, not like people doing the drafting using drafters, gone those days. So everybody has to do or take help of the technology in order to execute, in order to design or give the solutions in civil engineering. And civil engineering is mother of all the engineering domains, as is said. And there is no alternate to mother's role. So if everybody goes to software sector or something like that, what happens to the infrastructure development? So coming to Indian scenario, or majoritarily the Hyderabad scenario, if you have gone to Gachibowli area, you can see different world in terms of civil engineering. You can see the skyscrapers there. Who are building all of them? Civil engineers. As the technology is increasing, just now Dr. Rajendra Prasad was telling the chip is going to become small and small, laptop is going to become palm top. There are so many things. But as the technology is advancing, in civil engineering field, our structures are going big and big. So that's the difference, what you could see. And the answer to Madam's second question, like what is the fulfillment in terms of civil engineering career? So as I said, like you can experience, you can feel, and civil engineering products are visible. If you want to see any embedded systems, sorry to say, you have to open and see what is there in that circuit. But the civil engineering, it is not so. If you are part of the team or leading a team, you can see that structure before you. Proudly, you can go there and you can feel that fulfillment in you. Like, this is what I have done. I'm part of this structure. So structure means not only buildings, it can be dams, power plants, anything you just name, canals, everywhere while traveling every day. When you are commuting from your home to office or to school or college, everywhere civil engineering in terms of roads, flyovers, bridges, culverts. If you are a rural guy, there are many things. Nowadays, smart cities is taking lot of role in the society. So everywhere there are intelligent and smart things which are coming into picture. You should not feel like I have got civil engineering, because the moment nowadays parents and aspirants are hearing the word civil engineering, the anticipation is not like when they hear to AI, ML or something like that. It is not so. It is not the engineering selection has to be done in such a way that which gives you livelihood. Definitely, that has to be one priority. And then how you are going to sustain in course of time. Maybe after 10 years, if you compare all these job roles, a software guy and a construction guy, automotive guy or mechanical guy, you see the sustenance in the field. So your health will be spoiled after 15 years. You will be working in isolation. There is no communication among your networks. So all those things are going to happen, and civil engineer is the one who is going to sustain with more safer mode. And he can sustain anywhere with his competencies. You cannot become a job seeker at that time. You can become a job giver. So many entrepreneurs are there. So civil engineering is such a branch, you can rely upon it irrespective of the market demands like recession or COVID. In all these days, that's the only profession which has sustained. So end of the day, parent may ask, what is the pay package for a civil engineer? If my ward is going to take civil engineering, what is the pay package you are going to offer? What are the future prospects? So yes, definitely initially we may not compete with the IT guy, but down the line, after 3 to 5 years, your salary package will be exponentially growing. Exponentially growing. Not like in the job offer, you have so many things, 10 pages of job offer saying that this is your share or all those things. Takeaway will be very less. Though if you speak 30 lakhs, 20 lakhs, something like that, your takeaway is very small. But not in civil engineering job offer like that. You will be assured of what you are promised, not in terms of shares, in fact. And if somebody gets, maybe through MSET, maybe through your academic priorities, a civil engineering branch, definitely you have, as I said, multi-diversified routes will be there to settle yourself if you are in want of IT job. So in third year itself, our curriculum is so designed like you will be offered to take minor degrees. Civil engineering with minor in data science, civil engineering with minor in AI and ML, civil engineering with minor in IoT. So like that, civil engineering program also, like other programs, has minors which are offered to our students. So end of the day, if you are going to take the minor degree, definitely your pay package will be like any other circuit branch guys. So all our civil engineering students are eligible for IT sector jobs also, like other core domain engineering branches. You will not believe, like in 2021 onwards, our students are been grabbing multiple offers. If you can see the statistics coming to the department, like every single student is with 3 to 4 job offers, in which 4 are IT job offers. So they are eligible equally with that, except for SD role. And we have got many opportunities like going for PSUs, government jobs. Majority of the students will be settling in government jobs. You might have heard very recently, like Telangana state government itself has released 1360 posts for civil engineers in AEE, Assistant Executive Engineers. We are awaiting the result for our students. So majority of government job opportunities will be there in core engineering domains and also in PSUs, public sector units like BEL, NHAI, IOCL, all these things where the pay package is very high, starting from 12 lakhs onwards only. So the eligibility for that is you can write GATE. So if you are having good GATE rank without writing the written examination, you can directly go to the interview and grab the job. So that is the advantage of civil engineering. Like along with private sector jobs, you have PSUs and government sector jobs coming into picture. Some of the statistics says you might be aware, like there are many projects across the country, like in the infrastructure development. If you go to the statistics, by 2025, 5 trillion economy is expected in India with respect to infrastructure. So I proudly say, sir was telling ours is the third position, automobile engineering, sir. Our infrastructure development is in second position when compared to all other countries. So ours is in the second because we are no more going to be a developing country. We are almost in the process of developed country. We can claim that as. So in that process, there are many projects coming and going to come in the next decade time, like Bharatmala, Golden Quadrilateral with respect to road infrastructure. So coming to the department, we have got a lot of MOUs with industries like the National Highway Authority, many more companies. We have got MOUs through which students will be sent to internships, industrial visits, and the job roles will be offered to the students. And we do take priorities in the second year itself in which direction student wants to travel. We handhold them in that particular direction. Suppose if a civil engineering student wants to grab an IT job, they will be trained accordingly. So to get an IT job, their path will be paved. So in such a fashion, if they want a core engineering job, like in civil engineering, we train them with latest industry requirements like building information modeling, some analysis tools like ETABS, ANSYS and all, because STAD and all have become very common now. They have been embedded into the curriculum itself. So they'll be working with advanced software like Plaxis, all those things with respect to geotechnical and everything. And also curriculum embeds artificial intelligence and machine learning also into the curriculum, giving them opportunities. And 50% of our students do project using artificial intelligence and machine learning techniques. So other day I was hearing from one of the software employer. So where in civil engineering you are deploying AI and ML. So present day infrastructure in the country or across the globe is becoming little old, like 50 years old structures, bridges, monuments are there. To preserve them and rehabilitate them, we need to apply our machine learning techniques to predict the health of the structure, how we humans do after certain age. So we need to predict where the structure is weakened, so chronically or at random. So we need to address that problem in civil engineering by applying our machine learning techniques, because every time deploying manpower is going to be very expensive. So by adopting such kind of technologies, we can address the problems. So this is very important. You might be seeing in your own home, if some leakage is happening, so we will go and call the mason, because that who is the civil engineer now. So we feel that everybody will feel that we are civil engineers, but not competent civil engineers. Civil engineering needs some kind of fundamental knowledge to address the problems. And there are various domains. You need to believe in that one. There are various domains which are going to offer smart solutions for civil engineering problems also. So there is a bright future for a civil engineer, because as you might be hearing in this college or some other ex-college, civil engineering course doesn't have much demand or so. That is only myth. So lot of future is there for civil engineers, because smart solutions have come. Even your curriculum, majority, I just want to reiterate this, it is going to cater to IT job roles also. So that is the need for a civil engineer industry is looking for. Coming to pay packages also, as I said, Exponentially, it is going to grow after very initial periods like 3 to 4 years. And quality of civil engineering and VNRVJIET is, it is, you can inquire anywhere in South India. We are the ones who have got consecutively second time accreditation by National Board of Accreditation, AICT in New Delhi. That speaks the quality of department here, because we have all qualified faculty from IITs and all NITs. So who has lot of exposure, from which student get definitely benefited. So that's how civil engineering domain is going to be, that fulfillment you can see. So everywhere you can find civil engineering. Hopefully I answered.
Yeah, yes, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you. I'll come to the queries part. So I think having heard about the various branches of engineering, I do understand, or I would like to the parents or the students to understand that nowadays engineering is no more like branch specific. It's totally interdisciplinary. Okay, the thin lines, whatever are there, have already been blurred. So everywhere you find a role of all these evolving technologies in each and every branch. There are a lot of job prospects related, as explained by each and individual head of the departments. So the only thing is, I would like to suggest to the students also, please choose your passion rather than just going by the herd policy, like everyone wants to go into a particular branch. I also would like to go. It's not a prestige issue, or it's not something to do with that. Okay. Finally, at the end of the day, you have to live that life. You have to see what interests you more, because that is what is going to take you in the long run, and you will also have a job satisfaction. So I ask all the students as well as the parents to give the freedom to the students to choose their own branch based on their passion, rather than forcing them into one particular branch. Because as you have observed by the all the HODs what they have spoken, I think you do understand that each and every branch has its own potential job market, which can be explored by the students. And VNR happens to be such kind of a platform where a lot of opportunities in various forms are being provided to the students, each and every aspect for the whole wholesome development of the student. So that is what you have to think about rather than the branch perspective. Okay. So on this note, I thank all the heads of the departments who have taken their time out today in spite of their busy schedules they had. So I would just throw open for interactive session to the parents if anyone wants to ask questions to the head of the departments. Just for 15 minutes, properly they can be available. So whoever wants to speak can just come forward. I will give the mic out so that you can talk. Yeah. Santosh sir or someone can help me with this.
Good morning, sir. I'm Subram. My query to the IT HOD, sir. IT is one of the department which has been installed immediately after CS as a core alternative to CS. But what do you think the reason why it is perceived to be lower than any other new emerging branches like AML or data sciences that has been given a top priority than IT among the students? Or is there any limitations for the IT engineer in terms of education, further education, or in terms of job prospects when compared to the new emerging branches in CS?
The only difference is the computer science and engineering starts with computer science. Emerging areas are also starting with computer science. That is the only mindset difference. But overall, if you see that, if we have 160 credits, 155 credits are same. It means to say there will be 20 courses per year all over the BTech program. 80 courses are there. Out of 80 courses, 75 courses are the same. With respect to the specialization of the domain, the rest of the 5 courses are varying. So initially, we started with the computer science. So that is the branch name which is having the long history. The emerging areas are also started with that. The only smart idea by the public sector unit is that to attract the parents. Computer science, data science, computer science, IoT, computer science, cyber security. With that intention, they came into that. But you are also telling that after CSC, IT came into existence. In the way of calling for the interviews, in the way of giving the packages, in the way of approaching the IT students, there is no difference. Only the name differs. Once the student is ready with all weapons required, irrespective of the domain, even civil engineering student is eligible to crack the Google job. The skill set required by them to be available with the student. It's, sir, it is just the branch of IT is established in 1997. 1997. So 2001 is the first batch, right? Now we are 2023. 22 batches are pass out, graduated, I mean to say. And every year, 5 to 10% of the students are opting for MS in various countries. There is no objection. There is no filtering point with the way of identifying the IT domain, and there is no problem with the curriculum evaluation and marks memo and certificates, what they are expecting and what we are submitting. There is no difference. There is no problem at all.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks for briefing about all the branches. And I'm working in a multinational company and 25 years of experience. But I have questions not about the branches and what is the curriculum, how exactly the job opportunities. My experience, I do a lot of interviews. My experience is one of the things is lagging with the students is personal development. Okay, and one is personal development, and everybody is talking about salary. Okay, my package is 20 lakhs, my package is 25 lakhs. But initially package is good, but long term is nobody's thinking. But that should be coming from the colleges. So this is missing, in every college, whether it is coming from IIT or NITs or even for any deemed universities also. So this question to all the staff, all the department heads. So rather focusing on salary, rather focusing on like Madam explained about civil department. But thing is, every department is good. So even mechanical, we are in ERP company. We take mechanical, we take civil, we take even computer science also. But we are seeing many students coming from mechanical, they're doing even better than computer science students also. Only thing is personal development, and another one is long-term commitment. Nowadays, nobody committing to company. So we should, like everyone should teach. It is not about the opportunity, grab the opportunity within the same company. So that is also missing, with the latest coming students. So this is one of the area everybody should focus.
Hello, sir. Very well asked, which is a common concern which we hear from many. But coming to VNRVJIET, I'm answering this question on the behalf of all the HODs. The curriculum is very well balanced in VNRVJIET. All HODs are BOS chairman, and we always have a first thought process starts from the department and then the common BOS chairman, where we think not only the emerging technologies which is required for the student, like how to go ahead in their life. Along with that, we give the thought process what also helps the student to be a good person.
Yes,
so that is the thing we take care. So we have gender sensitization as a course. We have happiness and well-being as a course. We have a course on intellectual property rights as well as ethics, professional ethics and human values. So a lot of opportunities are there. Along with the courses, we have many clubs in the institute. Professional societies are there where they get the chance. We encourage a student. We don't have like deemed university credit for that. But here we encourage a student to take up one club activity, take up one professional society, which makes them to learn in team along with all the department students and co-ed. And along with that, which we started in 2018, which is called design sensitization. So where our students learn empathy. So like any design which is going to come for society, like what is like they have to look after from all perspectives, from all sides, like right from the local to the global. So that kind of practice is there in the institute, design sensitization, design thinking, and like along with that, I'm telling you all these things. We have waste to energy also. We like a student should have a common thinking, like we have like so many people, we are thinking, we are sitting here inside having a cool environment here, but how much exposure we are having. So that thought process, that analysis also we do. Lot of auditing courses are there, environmental audit is there, energy audit is there, where students are involved. So all branches, it's common for all branches. So VNRVJIET branches don't make difference at the end.
Yeah.
It's just beginning. They have to step into any branch and their career path is set. Like whether it is electrical engineering or civil engineering, madam has explained like very well, electronics and computer science, like job opportunities are equal. We have career vision approach in 4 levels. CVA sessions will be there, lot of motivational speakers come. Even we have art of living club in the institute where students have to learn like to balance their life, to reduce their mental stress and how to be healthy. So these things are there. I hope I have answered this.
Yeah, but only thing is they should build even long-term commitment.
Yeah, that's
long-term commitment, ownership, responsibility. So these are all also.
And all of us who are sitting here are long timers.
No. What I'm saying is,
Yes.
long timers is coming from old generation.
Yes.
But new generation is not.
Even new generations
also we should build that.
New
Yeah.
generations also, they are there. Yes, they are there. So commitment is there. It is VNRVJIET is popular as a non-profit organization where lot of bonding is there, right from management to this administration to the student down the line throughout.
Yeah,
So
the culture
that is
we
the
should
culture
build in
here.
students. Yeah.
I would like to add to Madam Sir, like interpersonal skills are developed within the institute. We mentor their attitudes and how the industry is going ahead, what industry seeks in a student rather than apart from technical knowledge. As you said, attitude matters, the ethics with the organization, what they are working with, all these things we try to impose. But we also expect from the parents end also, the same thing has to be done. So because everybody is marching towards, as you said, it should not be the pay package, which has to be end in the mind.
Yeah.
But they need to get along with what are the opportunities coming in their way, following some ethics. End of the day, job satisfaction has to be there.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well said. Now I can see that Krishnadevaraya Ashtadikkaja. In the Kaliyuga, 2 more added here, and gender bias, not gender bias, is completely fulfilled. I'm very happy to see you all here. Earlier, only doctors are ladies or female. Now engineers also, we have many women are there. I'm really proud to see you all. On behalf of all, a very good articulated skills you have. I'm not the person to appreciate, but as a parent, as a well-wisher, I'm appreciating. I'm Arjun Prasad, working for a CSR projects. So you're all very well updated with sustainable development goals, Bharat Mala, Shakti. So it's a very good updated college, VNRS. As Sir is pointed out, the students should have very good interpersonal skill, personality development. That is well answered, sir. All madams, I thank for that. Thing is that apart from this, there is a communication skills. One of my eldest brother is in America. He stated that all our IIT students are very good at subject, but they are lacking communication skills. They cannot present things as you are presenting now. So this is also one of the important things. I hope the VNRIT will also look into that one, as you should have articulation skills. There should be a very good vocabulary with a minimum grammar, provided English or दूसरी भाषा में प्रयोग यानी प्रयोग होना चाहिए, because हिंदी में आज मोदी बात कर रहे हैं, सब लोग सुन रहे हैं. There is no language barrier. Subject should be there. I think VNR will also look into that. Otherwise, package is also nowadays buzzword, as said. It's a buzzword. Thank you all. I welcome this gathering as well as interaction. Thank you all.
Sir, thank you, sir. And very good, like you have brought the subject of communication skill also. So VNR takes care that also. In first year, there is a English language lab is there, where they learn the multimedia skills and to understand the different countries' accent also. So there is a first year English course is there where they go for the lab also. It is common for all engineering students. And third year we have advanced communication skill, where students learn about the professional way of dealing with the communication that is there. And we also take the lateral entry student who comes in second year as a direct entry. So sometimes it happens like they come from the remote areas where exposure is not there. So institute takes care for that. Special classes are arranged for that, even for a student first year and second year, whoever needs that. And we have the MOU with British Council Foundation also, where a student take up the advanced courses and they become proficient in the professional language. Yes.
Answered. So to add one more point, this is what Madam told, these are part of the curriculum and some additional courses. Besides that, we have student clubs. It's like there is English Literary Club. This is all taken care by the students. So to increase their communication skills, to improve their communication skills. So it's called Stentorian. So they do a lot of content writing and they participate everywhere like IIT Madras and all. They bring laurels to the institute. So we encourage the students to participate in such events. And besides curriculum, we have other clubs also to improve the communication.
I just wanted to add a point here. No more we have a subject called English in the curriculum. It is called as Business Communication and Value Sciences here afterwards. And it is in Computer Science and Business System branch. It is taught not only for one semester, it is dispersed across all the semesters till the final year. Purpose is the way you communicate at every level, some value has to be added. When you're communicating with the people who are working below you, the way values you define should be much more equivalent to their level. And the way you start interacting with the people at the higher level, the value that you need to add to that level should again differ. So that is taught at various levels. So it is there in all the branches. No more it is acting as a theory subject, writing essays, poems, and everything. It is more practical oriented, activity oriented. It is more into people go and do some sort of trekking and all, where definitely business is required, value is required, as well as ethics is required, and communication is the route with which people can definitely trek and do it in a very smooth sense. So thank you all. I hope we have addressed your point in this.
Thank you very much, man. Honestly, this is the first time in Hyderabad I experienced it like this kind of interaction. So thanks a lot. I just had a very basic question. So yes, you all promoted about the department, but my question was that, like, frankly, I'm scared of EC. I was just reading that, because I am from IT, for me it's easier. But whenever I tell my son or daughter, EC, Maja. So, how you derive the student capability? Like, yes, it's good that but whether that person should go for ECE or should go for IT or should go for automobile, how you will judge? Because, like, for example, my daughter is already studying in engineering, and I think it is more of that. It is dumbed that, like, okay, these are set of courses to be done. You just do it like as a regular study. But whether to understand whether this person is good for CSE or good for IT or good for EC, is there any way you can judge? Like, for me, the pay package is very far. It's not required. Like I think someone said that, like, if you enjoy that work and if you struggle, there is a big difference.
Thanks. Sir? So I can see this question in two ways, sir. One is generally we choose branch based on their fashion, sir. So if they are really fashion about some maybe electronics and communication or instrumentation or civil mechanical, they can choose that. That's one way. Saying that so and so branch is difficult to my personal view, so I won't maybe justify that. I won't agree with that. In fact, so sorry to say that. Fact, because maybe in your days, our days, there's no how you choose to engineering. Actually, once you get a seat in engineering, we are so happy for that. In fact, in maybe 20 days, 20 years back or so. So, but I hope everybody excelled in their field. Whether they got a chance to study mechanical or civil or EC, I think definitely as Sir said, there are some mechanical students are doing very well compared to CSE. That's maybe basically because of their own skill set, how good they are in, how sincere they are, how dedicated they are, how they have how perception perseverance they're putting in. So those decides what they are in that field, sir. Because there are many people in same skill, but we identify one person as good person. What the deciding? So they have some skill set. They have some that they have dedicatedly learn so and so skill. So definitely we give chance for them because he's going to do that job betterly compared to others. Sir. Okay.
When you started, you will decided, okay, this person go to EC, this person go to IT. Starting.
That's actually. Yeah, fine, sir.
Sir, in your mind, maybe branches are as ECE, civil, etc., etc. But from our side, there is no specific branch. So we are encouraging interdisciplinary courses. In your curriculum also, other branch courses are embedded in the curriculum. So those who are having skill set, they will be placed in better position.
So as you said, it is not the pay packages. You are telling how my board is judged to take any branch.
Whether he is capable or not.
Capable or not. See his skill set, his nature, his passion. So what are the talents and creativity he's having with him? Suppose if he is a guy who can do, like enjoys in doing some kind of physical exercises and going around and doing the things, then core engineering branches are the right selection. If he is a guy introvert kind of thing, then let him take the secure branches. He can sit and do the work. Who shy away to work out in the society. So based on his nature, till now as a parent, you might be knowing what skill set he has, like good aptitude skills, good creativity skills. Based on that, you choose the branch. That is my suggestion. Like what he'll be. Don't let him take the branch just because of the parental pressure or peer pressure. Because many today they are taking, my friend is seeking this branch in so-and-so college, I also want to go there. So it is not so, because many are coming here and they go and fight with the parents. I want only CSC, I want only this. If you want that, you could have studied. So as per the need. So my suggestion is that as a parent, how we need to guide is, the session is meant for that. So these are the branches, these are the prospects, maybe for higher education, maybe for taking the job, maybe becoming an entrepreneur. This is how you need to settle in life. Take this is how it will be. That is how we need to guide. It is not like all my friends' sons or daughters are taking this branch, you should also take, because you will be at the comfort zone 5 days a week, or you don't need to work beyond the hours. That sort of comfort zone, if they are the children like that, then let them go with their passion. If they are like a creative guy who enjoys going out and doing the works and more creative and doing some assembly kind of things or something like that, choose the core engineering branch. But the prospects are the same with every engineering branch. As somebody was telling, engineering is a multidisciplinary. So a civil engineer is also developing apps for Apple. So that's how things are going to be. It is only depending on the student. So how they are going to pave their path with the facilitation, what is given from the institute. That's all.
One more thing, like, which is there. Earlier, there used to be 5 years engineering program, and after first year, the student used to select. but unfortunately that system is not existing anywhere now. In few countries also they are having like first year is common and after that they select the branches. But as Madam has suggested rightly, like based on the student interest, it should not go as passion, it should go as passion. So like where is the interest lying? Because the 2 years, first year and second year, inter first year and inter second year, the fundamentals what the student have learned is required for all branches. And especially in VNRVJIET, our curriculum is so well designed. Even like any core engineering, a student can take up the option for the other branch, other specialization courses.
After 2 years.
After 2 years, yes.
If I joined EC, they said no, it is not my cup of tea. Then I go to IT.
Sliding selection, yes.
So as of now, there is no such process wherein you can jump from one branch to other branch. Okay, so all you have to do is you have to stick to the branch. But the other thing, what is open for you is you have certain elective courses, each and every branch, wherein you can diversify and go into taking those electives which are of their interest. Like for example, what Madam was telling about civil or mechanical or automobile for that sake. So if they want, suppose suddenly they have some interest in data science, they can surely take it up as an elective or as a minor program. So like that, every branch has the flexibility. That is what I'm trying to say. Every branch has the flexibility. So whether they want to stick to their core branches or either they want to diversify and go into some other domain also, they do have the flexibility because the academic curriculum is designed in such a way that they are giving us the flexibility and feasibility to go and diversify into any option. Okay, so that is what it is. And as you are talking about the branch option, branch choice, I think most of that attribute to the credentials what they carry right now, because that is the process through which VNR takes the admission. So either you are talking about any category of admission, so there are certain credentials and criteria which we take into account. It's not just like that anyone can walk in and take, like I want to choose this branch. That is not there for, I don't know, so based on that also you have to take a decision. But only thing what I'm trying to say is don't get disappointed or don't feel bad that I've got this branch or that branch, because overall perspective you have to look at. You have to look at the college rather than the branch. So widen your horoscope, widen your horizons, because you don't stick to branch. Just look at the wider perspective. So everyone was talking about what are the things available in VNR, what are the opportunities available in VNR. Just explore the opportunities and create a niche for yourself. So that is what we are trying to say. So anyone else? Yeah, yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you so much for all your time, and I'm really glad and thankful that I came here, got to know a lot more things, and thank you again for staying back and answering our questions. So yeah, I mean, actually my question was related to what you just said about electives, and so I mean, way back when I did my engineering, we had an option of switching after first year, and we be like suppose like civil, and second year I want to switch to mechanical or something, because I have to give some test and if I clear then we can. So as I understand, I think it is not there anymore. So that's fine. I mean, like one thing I'm not able to really understand is, as we have common subjects in first and second year, so why this option has been stopped? But I mean, mostly I think it's not in our control. It's just what we have to go by, what is there. So the second thing is elective subjects. So if suppose like I have taken mechanical, and then at what stage I have to take that call of taking the elective subjects? Maybe like it start from the first year itself, I have an option of taking the elective subjects, or maybe once I finish that. So I just want to understand those basic things about the kind of academic structure that is there now in this.
Yes, I would like to answer this question. So basically, they get this option of choosing the electives right from the third year. So first 2 years will be like the basic courses related to the branch. So from third year onwards, they have the flexibility of going for the elective courses based on their interest. So there will be program electives as well as open electives. Open electives are something which are offered by the other branches also. Like for example, CSE offers some open elective courses for all the branches. Similar way, EC offers. Similar way, civil offers. So each and every branch has got some basket of courses, which we say as open electives. Now these open electives can be taken by any branch. For example, there is a course like disaster management offered by civil department. So sometimes even our EC students keep taking that because they like to explore those things. Okay, so like that, there is no what you call restriction as such. So you can explore all the options, whatever are available. So that really starts from the third year because first 2 years are like basic courses. They need to have a basic understanding related to the branch aspect. So all these courses will be in the first and second year.
So one is open elective and the other one is
Program elective, program specific. Yeah, professional elective. Yeah, professional elective. Related to the course, related to the branch.
okay. So,
Related to the branch.
okay. And open will be like other branches.
Yeah,
across
other
branches.
So, sir, there are 4 courses where we can choose 4 open electives. So one in third year first semester, one in third year second semester, fourth year first semester, fourth year second semester. We can choose based on our interest. Suppose if the student pursuing automobile engineering is interested in database, so you can choose 4 courses of the same discipline database. And in addition to this, you can choose minor degree at third year again. There are 6 courses. Suppose if the student pursuing automobile engineering is interested in AIML, you can do 6 courses in AIML. So 2 in like again from third year.
So the course of each, the duration of each course would be
1 semester, sir. One semester. So like that, if the student joining any core branch, or they can choose 4 courses as open electives, 6 courses as minor degree. So they can study 6 courses in their interested discipline, maybe AML, data science, computer science, anything. And plus we have some 5 compulsory courses. So any student studying any engineering discipline has the opportunity to undergo at least 15 courses in computer science or any other discipline. It may be electronics or whatever it is. Suppose if I take automobile engineering, they are also offering open electives. Like there are principles of automobile engineering, modern automobile engineering, connected vehicles, and autonomous vehicles. The student pursuing computer science, if he wants to have knowledge in automobile engineering, he can choose these 4 courses. So like that, every branch is offering open elective courses, sir. So it is not restricted. So any student can pursue any branch of engineering.
That's really good. So it's like apart from the regular one, after the
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
first semester onwards, they have an option.
Yes, sir.
To start that, and that will be like separately charged.
No.
And open electives are part of the curriculum, sir.
Okay.
Open electives are part of the curriculum. The professional electives also part of the curriculum. 6 professional electives, 4 open electives. Minor degrees, I think it is there is some minimal, like nominal amount is there for minor degree because JNT is going to give 2 degrees. So along with the basic degree, the student will be awarded another degree, sir. Suppose BTech in automobile engineering, a minor in AIML, minor in data science. So for that, there is nominal amount, but not for electives.
And minor degree is how long? Like it is 4 semesters? Or
4 semesters.
Third and fourth year.
Yeah, third and fourth year.
Okay. And for that, you have to appear for some test.
Not test, sir, actually. So minimum some criteria is there. Student should not have any backlogs by the time he comes to third year. So those students are eligible to choose minor degree because it is with the intention that the student should not be burdened. Already if the student is unable to clear the subject, there's no point in putting more burden on the student. So that is the intention, nothing else. No written test, no entrance, nothing. All eligible students may opt for minor degree, irrespective of the branch.
Yeah. And it is all optional, right? I mean, if a student decides just to do whatever he has enrolled for, I mean, all the 4 years.
Yeah, exactly, sir. That is
optional electives and all these are optional.
Optional, sir.
Thank you so much.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you very much for having this kind of panel, and it's really something that all the parents are getting enlightened about the VNRVJIET. Just an extension of this question with respect to the minor degrees. Right? If I have to look at the end of the day, I might look at pursuing an MS or going through a placement kind of option, right? And when it comes to that particular point of view, if I have taken a core, say for example, I'm a mechanical engineer, I've done taken a minor in terms of the AML or data sciences and things like that, what's the option for me to get into the placement side of it? So if I have to look at the companies which are coming in, might come back and say, hey, I want to pick up somebody from CSE or I want to pick up somebody from EC. How is that kind of being valued when a person takes a minor degree and appears for a placement versus somebody who is doing a CSE and getting into the placement? Is there any distinction in that? And how are the credits going to be helping for the people, for the students to go to the MS?
Yes. First of all, I'd like to give a basic introduction to the minor degree program, since it will be helpful to all the parents also. So minor program is something which is being offered for the non-CSE branches. Okay, all the 4 branches have this minor program. So it consists basically of certain credits. Like for example, your 4-year course is having 160 credits. Okay, now you have to do additionally some 18 credits. 18 credits will be distributed across 2 years, that is 3rd and final year. So that it will not be burdened that you have to do these extra courses in a single semester or a single year. So they will be spread out across 2 years. And the charges, some of the parent was asking, the charges which we charge for this additional thing is like per credit we'll charge around 1,000 rupees, which means 18 credits comes around 18,000. Okay. So basically these credits will be taught, or sorry, these subjects or courses will be taught by our faculty itself. There will be an extra hour which will be conducted for those students who are taking up the minor degree course. Okay. They have to give the exam along with their other subjects or the course exams, whatever they are doing. Okay. And so, as sir was telling, so we also look at certain stipulations, like you should not have any backlog till 2nd year, and there's a minimum CGPA which they consider. So all these things will be taken into account before you allow you to take up the minor degree program. And at the end of the 4th year, that is in your final degree, whatever you are getting, you are going to get your degree in such a way that it will be reflected on the main degree. Like for example, if someone is doing a minor program in, like I said, data science. Now civil engineering, BTech in civil engineering with minor in data science, or BTech in EEE with minor in AML. So the entire degree will reflect that point. Okay. And when you're talking about the job prospects and in comparison with CSE and other things, let me tell you that we haven't yet got to that stage where our students who have taken the minor program have gone for one second.
Actually, this concept which we have implemented is almost 3 years, and there are students like electrical and electronics engineering student, few student whose ambition was to get MS degree as MS, to get admission in MS program. So they have taken up minor degree in artificial intelligence, and they've got admission in Georgia Tech University, because just after their 4th year they wanted to go. And there is example like where a student wanted to have the knowledge, not to go for the IT industry, but wanted to work in core industry of electrical and electronics engineering. So Hitachi have recruited them because they, as I told you, as I mentioned in the beginning, the smart grid is the next which is going on across the country. So that way, like all IT companies also look for such a student who has the core knowledge as well as the IT domain. So it helps.
I am AML head, and our department offers minor in AML. So when I look at the students who are joining us for AML course, they are already, I mean, they have most of our, like my students, they may be learning machine learning in 2nd year or 3rd year. But when they come to 3rd year, I see them learning deep learning and they have entered the minor course of AML. So that is how the students are enthusiastic about I mean, elite branches, but then this interdisciplinary courses is what is making them much more, knowledgeable, and they are gaining lot of good opportunities abroad also.
So, any other parents?
Yes, ma'am. Our question is almost similar. This is regarding doing MTech in CS in India. What if an aspiring student, he opts for BTech in non-CS, maybe BTech in EC or BTech in IT. Can he or she still go for MTech in CSE?
Yes. Yes. Again, there are many students who have diversified at their postgraduate level, both in India as well as abroad also.
I've been hearing that there's a restriction, only those who have done BTech.
No, the thing is that unless they specify in particular that this specialization requires the basic knowledge of these courses. Okay, so if your course is consisting of all these courses, there's no problem. Like for example, if you are aiming for some PG program, let us say in India or abroad, so just look at what are the courses they ask. So are you fulfilling the courses, whatever they are taking it as the basic requirement or the prerequisites? Okay, so those prerequisites, if you are able to do it at your BTech level, so there will not be any issue for them to get admission at their PG level.
This is where that minor program, minor things.
Yeah. Minors as well as the elective courses also. We have said about elective courses also, right? So if suppose you are aiming for some PG, wherein they are asking that these courses have to be done, like it's a prerequisite for that PG. So then what you can do is you can choose your electives at BTech level in such a way that it satisfies their requirement. So that is how you have to plan ahead. It's not like at that point you can't take you can't look at that. Okay, so if you are really aiming for PG or for a postgraduate, then better have an idea of that beforehand, and as per that you can choose.
My daughter is planning to do her MTech ECS.
Okay.
So what if she lands in IT or ECE? So still she has
Still they can do. That's what I'm saying. See, they have a lot of options as we were discussing. There are a lot of elective courses, open electives, minor programs. So they can explore based on that. So what is the minimum requirement? What are the courses? So just ask them to study about the PG specialization. What is the prerequisites? So based on that, she can plan ahead.
My daughter is planning to go for MS, ma'am. So what is the support or guidance the departments will be giving to those students who are aspiring?
Yes. Sir, we have what you call a strong network, alumni network. We have an alumni cell where a lot of NRI students are there. Our own alumni network is there. They handhold them in various ways, right from the application, how to apply for the universities, what are the universities, what is the specification, how to go about. All these things are being offered by each and every department. We do have some guest lecture sessions kind of things, wherein our alumni come and talk to these students either through online or offline. Sometimes they do visit India. So in that gap also, they do come to us. So they want to help out their juniors also. So a lot of effort is being done from that end also to guide them appropriately, if anyone is interested.
We have a global relationship office is there in the campus.
Dr. Chakravarthala Kiran is leading that, and he keeps getting many of the foreign universities here. We also have collaboration with few MOUs with foreign universities also. And we guide the students through LORs. For that, we encourage the students for paper writing during their projects in the second year, third year, which will definitely add a flavor or a milestone to their, to getting a seat in better colleges in the US.
And coming to second year internship and third year internship, what are the opportunities for sub branches in computer science? Will every student get the equal opportunity, or will there be only specific domain related scope for them to get into internship?
Sir, it depends on how the student is performing and how he's proving himself, because not everyone will be proactive to take up certain things, because the companies who are giving the internship also, they look at many aspects. It's not like academics alone. Nowadays, recruitment process as well as internship opportunities are not based just on academics alone. They look into various other aspects apart from the academics. So if the student is developing his resume in such a way so that it attracts the employer or attracts the company.
Will that guidance be there?
Yeah, definitely. So that's what I said. Yeah. All the opportunities are given at VNR. The only thing is the students have to leverage that opportunity to go ahead. Okay, so they should take up the opportunity.
Okay.
So that is what we are saying. So all the opportunities are created. So as we were talking about, all the professional chapters, professional activities are there. Students can be very proactively working as a team member or a volunteer. So it all depends on how they take it up.
Okay. Coming to another question, ma'am, I still see physics and chemistry as subjects in engineering. I never came across these topics ever in my career. Okay, why are still students, being taught physics and chemistry?
So there are certain things or guidelines which are stipulated by.
But for example, like computer science engineer, what would he do with chemistry or physics?
So this is a point of contention at a very higher level and also at the basic level.
Cannot it be?
there is basic sciences knowledge is required for every engineer.
MPC already covered that in intermediate, right?
That is not application oriented. The physics and chemistry taught till 12th class is not application oriented. They are simply basics. When they come to engineering, physics and chemistry curriculum is designed in such a fashion, they are application oriented to that particular branch. Even physics and chemistry are not common across the branches. The content is different as per the requirement of that particular engineering branch.
Okay, I don't understand the need for that. If I
As a civil engineering student, they'll be learning chemistry with respect to cement chemistry,
Correct.
all those things, new materials, everything. Sir.
But what about computer science?
Computer science students have to know about the manufacturing of chips, the chemistry beyond the interactions between the materials, water, everything they need to know as an individual human being also they need to know about water and everything. But if they are placed in such a project where they need to work on the solutions of core domain branches, they need to have little knowledge about basic sciences.
Okay.
That is
They are indicated as a data analyst. That the project is drug analysis.
Okay.
So the sort of the norms to be known, the basic terms to be known.
Okay.
They are going to be right. So the advanced courses is working on the ground level. With respect to the domain of engineering, the syllabus is prepared. As ma'am told that chemistry for CSE and IT is different. If you take the laptop, the polythene sheet will be there that support as the display, right? That there is a chemical interaction with that, and the properties are applicable for the display screen. So everyone, even battery, if you take, we are talking about backup and the getting heated, all the things are known. So they are just like mother and father, how they help you, right? We can't eliminate them, right? So based on the facilities they are giving to me, what parents giving to you, what parents giving to me may be different, but they are parents. So we have to consider them in the way of engineering. Engineering is building, constructing, not only the physical one. So coding is also building, is creating. For them, these basic sciences are the gradients, ingredients. Ingredients are required to prepare anything. On that, you will give whatever flavor you want. So sciences are ingredients, basic things required for any engineering domain.
Thank you for this opportunity. For him, I want to add applied sciences is more important when you are growing as a engineer in any field. So coming back I'm listening, CTCs and all these things are really matters, but for me, getting a job is equally important, but how you are creating entrepreneurs or how you are making them to get into innovative thinking that for quantum computing. All you know what are the roadmaps that are there, but it is not emerged yet. But quantum computing or any other innovative that we foresee, how you are preparing your students and encouraging to look their projects for the future innovation.
Good question, sir. It is need of the hour. As everybody has mentioned, like minor degrees in artificial intelligence, data science, we have a minor in entrepreneurship also. And there is a ED cell, entrepreneur development cell is available. There are sessions right from first year for student, and we have VJ Hub here. And the incubation center is there. Institute supports if a student comes with any idea. There are competitions among the students that is called My Big Idea competition, where students are given prizes for that. And if they come for the product development and all, students are provided with seed funding also. And hackathons are conducted here. Our students participate in Smart India hackathons. They have traveled to ISC Bangalore. They have traveled to Jaipur in the last year. And institute has supported them. So there are one batch like who has got the certificate from the ISC Bangalore, and they have got the prize of 25,000, and the students were given the full opportunities to come into the product form. And if you may be aware, like AC helmet is the product of VNRVJIET, which was supported completely from VNRVJIET, and now those students have their own industry and they are hiring these students now. So that is the culture in VNRVJIET. It is there.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, innovation, there is no dearth for innovation in VNR. So our management encourages a lot of students. So that we do have big idea competition. There are a lot of competitions which are run in-house, actually awarding the students for any innovative idea. And as ma'am was telling, we offer seed fund. So for setting up their things. And we do have entrepreneurs coming from VNR. So as ma'am was telling about AC helmet, and there are students who are working on vehicles. There are students who are working on what you call hydrogen cell from mechanical engineering. Then from EC also we had some smart hand and all these things. So smart bio hand. So like this, many products were developed. So few things go to up to commercialization stage, and there are students who prioritize that also. So depending on electric charging, so all these things. So a lot of things are happening each and every department. Okay, and our students also happen to be the winners in Smart India Hackathon, the initiative by AICT and MHRD conducted by India at the all India level. So we were the winners in one of the complex categories problem statement, where I was the mentor for EC students. So we had got the 1 lakh cash prize. So similarly, ma'am was talking about students who went to ISC and all these things. So basically, we encourage students to participate in such kind of things also.
So I just wanted to add the point here. Our student names are in many of our patents that we have filed and they're published. And we also been granted, and just wanted to tell we definitely involve students in all this, not only in patent works, but in publications, in projects, in research, in everything we involve students equally so that they are well equipped before they go out. The profile is much better than many other students of other colleges. Thank you.
I was only guy 20 years back. So I did a certain project which I need to fund at our business. Certainly, this will help in creating new innovative. Definitely, CTCs, job search, and everything is definitely required. I would like to see more innovative persons and enterprise level thinking that you develop, so that that's exactly few of the people are aggregated, right? It's not just learning, but it's how you present, how you innovate the things and work out on the students, supporting them to enhance their skills. Thank you.
They are in the same routes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for setting up this meeting. It was very much useful. I think a lot of questions have been clarified. But my question with respect to the minor program, minor degrees. So is JNTU conducting separate exams for these minor degrees? So it's already in progress for that. Okay. So it's like at the end of the engineering, if a civil student has opted for the minor degrees, will he be like what he will be saying? Like he's a civil student with respect to the minor of computer science.
Minor. No, minor will be that level will be retained. But as I said, it is diversified. You can select whatever the career you want to select. You want to remain in the core domain, you can. If you want to pursue your career into IT sector, then you can. And it also touches in the higher education in MS also. Civil engineering student with the graduation in BTech Civil Engineering can opt to data science or anything across the globe. So they are eligible to do so.
Yeah, thanks. And with respect to the electives, you're connecting only 1 hour extra class for with respect to the main branch classes. Is it like that?
No, minor courses. What I said was, it's not like someone else will come. We ourselves will teach the students related to those courses. I mean, whatever courses are there, that will be handled by our faculties.
Thanks.
Yeah, I think now we can end this session. I hope most of the things we are able to answer. And yes, sir.
Good morning, madam. So it's a very nice session for all of us actually. So just want how many number of girl students are there in mechanical engineering department as well as the civil engineering department?
More than 30%, sir.
More than 30% in both the departments.
More than 30%.
How about the placements in mechanical? Well, because see other HODs are telling okay, we got Amazon, we got some some other product-based companies or something like that. But madam civil engineering department saying okay, that is I mean companies are coming that is good okay. But after 3 to 5 years of experience, they have some exponential payback. But initially, how about the placements and how many number of students are getting placed in civil engineering department as well as the mechanical engineering department?
Sir, I would like to suggest you visit the departments if you are really interested into civil and
No,
mechanical.
madam. Actually, problem is my daughter got CS engineering rank only actually, but she is interested in mechanical civil engineering.
So let her explore. That's what I'm saying. You're
No,
again.
madam. Just
Let us take 2 minutes just for the
how many
sake
number
as
of students are getting placed in
your
civil engineering
question,
department
sir.
through campus recruitment? I mean to say.
Through campus
Similarly,
recruitment, more than 80% of our students are placed in 2023 batch. Previously, 90%, sir. As I was telling, more than 2 offers and every student who have got placement.
in core, madam.
In core companies, we have got L&T, sir. We have got NCC. We have got Mega Engineering. So we have got InCircles, a new company last year because that company, because they also don't know what a civil engineering student does. It is automation development company. When we interacted with them saying that even our students are proficient in ML and AI and all, they have just tested with their resumes. So we have sent 32 resumes from our department who are proficient in Python, machine learning and all. They have interviewed for every student. They have taken 1 hour interview. So they have selected 6 students for internship. In Circles is the company. So they are into automation development in construction sector, irrigation sector and all. So they have taken our student. We suggested them why to take a CSC guy to develop an automation and construction industry because they don't know what a slab is, what a beam is, inside what happens. They don't know.
Automation design means through CAD CAM something like that.
No,
Or
sir.
some other-
Not through machine learning, sir. They'll be proficient in the curriculum with respect to drafting as well as analysis and designs using CAD, all those things. So then they will convert all those things with respect to machine learning into construction automation packages. So like that, we have got many companies apart from IT companies, sir. They're equally eligible like their counterparts in IT like TCS, LTI, Amazon, I mean not in Amazon, sir, Cognizant, Capgemini, Deloitte, all are placed and they are doing good job in those companies, sir, over a period of time. So their pay packages are also in line with ECE and IT sector, around 8 lakhs and so on, sir.
Sir, I just would like to add a point here. My daughter also was equally eligible for CSE, but she picked up mechanical and she's doing good. She worked in Deloitte, not in a software side, but in cyber auditing and all. So her choice is maybe a right choice. So you can be with her, encourage her.
So could you take the mic?
When I did my MTech from Andhra University in 2002, there were only 3 girl students in my industrial engineering specialization through GATE only. Okay, so just I'm thinking how many girl students are there in mechanical engineering department. So really, just we'll take care of all those things. Correct. So I'll be joining. So why? Because obviously girl students will prefer either CSE, or up to maximum 20. Beyond that, generally they will not prefer.
Sir, now it's all more girl-centric. All metro rails are run by girls. Yes, women are taking a lead everywhere. So encourage, please, the students to take up their branch interest. It is not gender-based and all. So their choice, we need to address. That's all. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you everyone, those who have come today for this session. And thanks to all the heads of the departments, those have spared their valuable time in spite of their busy schedule. So we just wanted the students to take a right choice without yielding to different kinds of pressures. And we just thought that this awareness session would be of great help to you all. So hope we have some take-off top points from this session, whatever we have conducted today. And whatever activities we'll be conducting in the coming weeks also, we'll let you know through the mails so that you also can have. And also, I would like to suggest you all that we do have panel discussions which we have been conducted online previously related to all the departments, wherein the industry experts, also the alumni related have talked in those panel discussions. They're all available on our VNRVJIET YouTube channel. So recently we have conducted the panel discussions in each and every branch. So if you have further queries related to any of these branches, you can go through that video, which is like a 1 hour video, wherein that every individual expert has talked about each and everything. Okay. And if any of you want to go to the departments, I mean, any specific department as such, so we'll guide you according to the department which is of your interest based on the branch counselors who are available right now. Okay. So I think thank you all for sparing your time and coming over all the way to the VNR. I do hope that you have walked through the campus, and if you are really interested to go through the departments also, you're welcome. You can just go through the departments also. Okay. So thank you all. Thank you for coming here for this particular session. Thank you. And we do have tea outside. So if you want, please can take the tea.